Madanhire. If you're watching, make sure you tune in, you like, you share, you subscribe, you repost it, you share with your family, friends, haters, enemies, whosoever, man. Make sure you tune in with me. So today we are currently live. I just want to engage with my viewers, my supporters, my subscribers. I really appreciate everyone of you who is watching. Right. So yeah, I just wanna do a quick checkup with you guys. So what can we talk about today? I just love to talk about raw stuff, man. Just raw stuff. Like I don't script anything. It just comes within. Like it just say stuff as it is. It's just raw. I hope you guys you roll with me. Cause like that's the way that I engage with my audience. I just produce raw in content. I just don't script. I don't think about anything. I just so for example, pick anything that you want us to talk about, guys. Okay. So today is Wednesday. Bro, I really don't have much to say, but I just want to say I really appreciate you guys who support me and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate the love, guys. I think that's enough for today. But before I go, I just want to leave something, guys. I want to talk about forgiveness. Oh boy. No matter how hard people stamp on you, no matter how many times naysayers say bad about you behind your back, no matter how people think bad stuff about you, never hold the grudge against that person. Because at the end of the day, bro, if you hold the grudge against that person will have the negative energy that will be used against you. So we just follow like what Jesus Christ did, man. Because at the end of the day, we as Christians, we don't have to hold a grudge with your enemy, regardless of how the situation is, guys. So at the end of the day, what you have to understand, man, never hold a grudge with anyone. Because if you know your worth, if you believe in Christ, if you believe in Jesus Christ, at the end of the day, what you're going to understand is you've got a bigger purpose in this life than fighting against people. So you have to rebuke the energy from Lucifer so many times. Because at the end of the day, temptations is going to come into your life, man. So never hold grudge with anyone, guys. So to everyone who is watching, you guys, I believe you are one of the people who believe in Jesus Christ. Because like it's really crazy that in today's life, man, people are really influenced by this technology dynamics. At the end of the day, you lose your purpose. Yes, you want to achieve $1 million crib or any, I don't know your goals, guys. But at the end of the day, if you don't follow what the Decalogue says, I believe every one of you know the 10 Commandments. Do not kill. Obey your parents. I can say a few, right? That's the only thing that is going to bring you close to God. Because at the end of the day, if you really understand what is really happening in this contemporary world, it's about pushing the devil's agenda, which is weird to me. I don't know. It's fashion, it's technology. I don't know, bro, what is really happening in this world. But the agenda of this world is to do damage, is to destroy, is to not worship God. So, as someone who understands the Bible, who is a believer, and I believe in Christ, I believe there's power in Christ. There's nothing that is bigger than the power of Christ. Yeah, guys, it's not every day that I preach, but I will try my best to convey my message to people who are watching. I will try my best to share the word of Christ to everyone who is watching. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you just do out of blue, but it can actually appease the Christ. So if you just joined, guys, make sure you subscribe so that we can grow this community. I believe in numbers. There's power in numbers. There's power in numbers, guys. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So the other thing that I want to talk about is marriage. Before you hop into a relationship with anyone, what is important is to love yourself. Love yourself first. What do I mean by loving yourself? It's to invest in yourself, improving your life, Because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love the next person. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love the next person. If you don't respect yourself, you're not going to respect your partner. Yes. Because if you actually have a closer look, what is really happening in these days and age? Like the marriages of today, bro, they're really short-lived. They're very short. You see a young couple, first days is beautiful, they engage, then it leads to marriage. But after 2-3 years, they divorce. Why? Because most of you guys are just hopping into this marriage without understanding the difficulties that can come with the marriage. Because most of you just want to have, I don't know, just want to experiment stuff before you actually have the energy to think about it. So before you marry, either you're male, either you're female, you are watching, make sure you understand what comes with the marriage. You have to sacrifice. Everyone is not perfect in a marriage. No matter how your marriage is going to be, in spite of how beautiful it is, you're going to squabble, you're going to fight. So, marriage is not perfect, but it's something that was designed by God, which is beautiful. But we're just getting into marriage with different purposes, man. Some are getting married just because these other guy is rich. Then some of us are just marrying because this lady is beautiful. It's more than that, guys. It's beyond that. I don't know if I'm making sense. Can you comment in the comment section? But before you just get into a relationship, understand that you're going to face challenges. How can you limit challenges in a marriage? by upholding respect. If you step on your partner, it doesn't take much energy to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you say sorry, it will change the rest of the story. But what is happening in these marriages? We all have pride. We all have pride. And one of the main things that is really destroying the marriages of today is because people are not faithful to each other. You dated the rich guy, right? That's an example. But that guy goes broke in a few years. You no longer have the reason to keep maintaining that marriage with that guy, because the main agenda you opted into that marriage because the guy had money. But boom, that guy is now broke. That lady is going to cheat with the next rich guy. What a sad society. But what you don't understand, for a woman, if you just exchanging different guys, different men, your value is dropping down like this. It's actually dropping. So just be humble enough to have that discipline of focusing on your partner. But at the end of the day, bro, you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. Maybe that husband you dumped is going to be back on the track and become rich once again, and even more. But you're not patient. You are not patient. Then you just drop the marriage like it was just a certificate. Bro, guys, I think we can do better. We can do better, guys. Heaven exists, hell exists. So let's just maintain and try our best to be in the right track. Because at the end of the day, if we die, we go between hell or heaven. I think this brings to the end of the video. If you're watching, make sure to subscribe to Tino Madanhire so that I don't miss any video that I'm going to upload. Peace, gang.